Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, so let's just dive in. And let's start off with this post here from Crypto Barbie. So we do see XRP will have the same fate as the internet. And we do see this article from 2000 where it says, internet may be just a passing fad as millions give up on it. And then what we did see was social media sites completely boom and mass numbers of individuals running out to not only utilize the internet, but also adopt these, apps built within the internet. It's only a matter of time until we get crypto to the next billion plus users. And funny enough, there was a report over on EarthWeb. This got posted back in December of this year. December 3rd. And we do see cryptocurrency statistics 2022, how many people use crypto. Now, this was a very interesting report. It does go in depth on everything, as you guys do see. There's so much information in this article. It's absolutely crazy. And also, you could see a lot more statistics if you look at a lot of the sources that they do link. You could look all of them up. But nonetheless, what I do want to bring you guys to is the key cryptocurrency statistics for 2022. So, 1 billion people worldwide have used crypto exchanges. So it's a very large number. But here we have over 300 million people own crypto, which includes Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, think about how many of those 300 million people actually hold the right assets, the utility grade assets of tomorrow. I highly doubt that there is a large percentage. Most of those 300 million individuals are probably holding Bitcoin and Ethereum, or maybe even Solana, ADA, some of the other overhyped tokens in the space. And it's crazy because when we really kind of look at what's happening around crypto, we know that we are extremely early still. A lot of people always ask me, Nick, do you think that we're too late? Do you think that we're too late? Do you think that crypto is, too inflated now? We hit a $3 trillion market cap. We are targeting markets worth upwards of $100 trillion plus, and that's not even scratching the surface on how much valuation we really are going after. So yeah, when we do talk about, are we early or not? I believe that we are extremely early. Go look at the market cap right now. Go look at the market cap, right now compared to November of 2021. I mean, it's night and day. It's a huge difference. So yeah, I think that we are extremely early in crypto, and I do think that's only a matter of time before we do get to mass adoption, very similar to what the internet did see after 2000. What happened during 2000? What we seen the dot-com bubble, right? We seen massive hysteria around, what was happening. Everybody thought the end of the internet was 2000. So when we really kind of look at what formed after the fact, well, we seen, regulations put in place. We've seen legitimate companies not only continue to innovate, but also go crazy in valuations leading up to 2008 and then even after 2008. So when we really kind of look at crypto, I do think that we are at that pivotal stage where we will see a major shift happen, and it is going to be centered on utility tokens. And this is why I believe in utility tokens as well. And also, we are projected to reach about 1 billion users by 2030. This was a report from BCG. This got posted back in July, by the way. So it's saying that only right now, 0.3% of individual wealth is invested in crypto, while 25% is in equities. So we have a long way to go. A long way to go to the top. And here we have this little bit of a graphic. So here we have the internet users, cryptocurrency holders, and even Ethereum addresses with non-zero balance. And here's the 1 billion internet users. Here's Web 3.0 is here. We are early in this journey. We have a long way to go, like I said. So we are very, very early on this trip. And it's going to be exciting. It definitely is going to be exciting. I think that with all of the use cases blossoming out behind crypto, it's only a matter of time. But the biggest issue that I see around the next evolution within crypto, or the next major adoption cycle, is it's just regulations. There was a perfect quote from the Casper team. Actually, they were talking about the next 100 million users. How will we get that, right? It's going to be through enterprises. Enterprises are the perfect way to domino effect massive amounts of numbers of individuals into crypto. But the problem is that they are getting blocked out because of regulatory, uncertainty. So when we look at regulations, we are talking about, really focusing on the SEC, focusing on what the UK is doing, focusing on what Europe is doing. We just talked about Brazil. We just talked about UK actually as well. So I do think that's only a matter of time before we do see a uniform decision on crypto and digital assets. But nonetheless, in the meantime, here you guys have the upcoming key dates in the Ripple case. Shout out to James K. Filing over on Twitter. And right now, as it stands, we are going to see an update today, but then January 4th is the next one. After that, we have January 9th, the 13th, and the 18th. And then that will lead us into February, and then March 31st is the big date. That has always been the date that we have been watching for. That's what James K. Fallon said. I think that even Jeremy Hogan agreed with them. So that is the date that I'm going off of because, again, I'm not a lawyer. You guys know me. I'm just focusing on what James K. Fallon and also Jeremy Hogan are talking about because they have a lot more experience within this space around, legality processes and all that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely focused on that, and I think that that date is one that's very, very interesting to watch. Now, again, I mentioned that we are seeing a ton of hiring from Ripple's side. 1,296 global job postings. That's right. That's how many job postings they have globally. I've always said it. Ripple is taking over. They are taking over globally, and they are taking over at a very rapid pace. Now, what will come from Ripple taking over? Well, we see them forming major partnerships, expanding rapidly, and ultimately positioning themselves to go after on-demand liquidity customers and clientele. And I think that this is going to be a very interesting time in the market once we do see the case being, behind us. I think that we are very, very close. I think that we are on the brink of a major update around the SEC case. It's been a while since we even seen a big shift around the case. I think the last time was in the beginning of November, I want to say. I might be wrong on the time frame there, but that was the last major update, and it was more so about what Brad Garlinghouse seen coming for the SEC. But yeah, I mean, with all of that, I want to take you guys to the next major name around Ripple. So like I said, Ripple is taking over at a very rapid pace, but let's go back in time to some of the partnerships that they do already have in place. Finastra comes up quite a bit. I love Finastra. We're going to be addressing a tweet that I posted a while back as well about Finastra, but this is from Wrath of Kahneman. So we do see Ripple partner Finastra released a white paper, The Dynamic Nature of Cross-Border Payments in Asia, in which Ripple and partners figure prominently. Big thanks to OK_cool for pointing it out. Here, Ripple executive notes an entire Thai bank mobile app is built on RippleNet. And we do see he notes that in Thailand, a bank built its whole mobile payment app experience with RippleNet as an engine supporting that flow. So that's pretty crazy. And we do see the bank built a new channel from scratch. That app only allows you to do a cross-border transaction using that channel, not SWIFT. That's very interesting. And they're very successful in capturing market share. They do not want to cannibalize the traditional correspondent banking business, but they are mindful that unless they do something with alternative rails, they're going to lose that market share to fintechs and everyone else. Again, huge warning sign to the traditional players. They need to innovate or they will die. And we do see down here many partners mentioned, also Swift, Visa, etc. Documentation isn't only Ripple focused, but definitely included as an exemplar of New Rails reference. So yeah, very awesome to see. Now around Finastra, why are we focused on Finastra? Well, going back to January of this year, I tweeted out saying Ripple and XRP are being integrated with 100 to 1,000 plus financial clients, including major banks, financial institutions, etc., in one simultaneous plug-and-play action. Perfect example of this are Volante, Finastra. This is why it won't take years. It'll take days for true value to be unlocked. And yes, once we see that go live, it's end game for XRP, and not only XRP as a digital currency, but also XRP in terms of a valuation per token. And the reason why I say that the value of XRP could be significantly higher is because of the reach that Ripple has with XRP. For an example, going back to 2019, October 9th, 2019, we do see from Finastra, Ripple to bring blockchain technology to Finastra's banking customers. I've reported on this many times in the past just because of how big Finastra actually is, but we do see collaboration will enable financial institutions using Finastra solutions to make fast and reliable, what is it? Cross-border payments. Focused on that 150 plus $1 trillion market. And yeah, they do mention how many partners that RippleNet had. It was about more than 200 at that time. And you can see the full-on breakdown here. They are seeing this as a major collaboration to not only connect and transact with RippleNet partners, but also allow for exposure to Finastra's customers in general to this massive innovation around cross-border payments. Now, with this in mind, I've always shared the statistics behind Finastra. They are here to deliver the future of banking. They are a major player behind a lot of innovations happening within the financial grade area. In fact, you could go check out some of their solutions over here. They have lending, payments, treasury and capital markets, universal banking, corporate and commercial banking, investment management, and banking as a service. And there is so much happening from Finastra. Now, with this in mind, they do have a ton of major partnerships as well in place with Accenture and a ton of other major partnerships that will help bridge Finastra to many other major financial giants around the world, which is a domino effect in itself, which I've always mentioned as well. When you have one partnership partnering with other major partners, that could possibly lead to even bigger use cases or even a plug and play with RippleNet. That's a huge opportunity, and I do think that Accenture is one of them. We talked about Accenture in the past and broken down how big Accenture is actually as well. Now, numbers behind Finastra, I said it many times on this channel, they are a big platform. They are focused on some of the largest financial institutions, and we do see 8,600 of them, providing the broadest, deepest software applications and connectivity to marketplaces, partners, and fintechs through our open platform, orchestrating the future of financial services. And yeah, this is insane. I mean, they are focused on digital cloud banking as a service. They are talking about the transformative technological advancement happening behind finance, and they are the #1 open platform in financial services, and they are serving institutions of all sizes across 130 plus countries. You could see more of these statistics a little bit in a better light down here. 90 out of the top 100 banks, greater than 160 fintech apps connected, 3.5 thousand employees, and 8.6 thousand customers from global banks to credit unions. I don't know if they give more information around this besides just what we are seeing. I wish that there was a little bit more of an insight on some of their clients, because I'm sure that they have a ton of clients that are probably, I would say, I'm just gonna say, I mean, like, they are probably jaw-dropping. And the reason why I say that is because, like, this is a company that is centered on some of the largest use cases and services around the world, especially within finance. A lot of it is high-value services. When you go and check these out, you could see some of them. So when you scroll down, you can see a few things around what they're focused on. I don't believe that they give us too much of an insight on what they are really looking at when they are talking about a lot of these services, but a lot of it is just more so around, value acceleration and things like that. But also sustainability. Sustainability is a big key, which we know that the XRP ledger is extremely efficient, especially even RippleNet as a service. So when we look at Finastra, it's a perfect example of a main player behind Ripple that has exposure to massive amounts of clientele, 8,000 plus, very substantial names. So, and this is just one. I mean, I've talked to you guys about Volante in the past. Volante is a huge one. We might even do a full breakdown on Volante because we just recently seen new information come out from Volante. So definitely stay tuned to that. But with all of that in mind, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, share notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. So it's up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are on this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.